Tower. This is KLEK Jonesboro, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council.
Jonesboro's community radio station. Your life, your music. KLEK 102.5 FM.
Good Thursday morning, Jonesboro. This is meteorologist Tim Root with your KLEK 102.5 forecast. Mostly sunny skies expected today. High temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. A southeast wind about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Mostly clear, almost calm tonight. 65 to 70 for the low. Low 90s expected Friday, mostly sunny. And for the first weekend of summer, it'll be partly to mostly sunny. There is a chance of showers and thunderstorms by Sunday, and the highs over the weekend about 90 to 95. Jonesboro's community radio station, we're KLEK 102.5 FM.
From Feature Story News in London, I'm Ollie Barrett. President Trump's responded to allegations made by John Bolton in his forthcoming book, calling him a liar. Indian and Chinese military officers have been holding talks after deadly border clashes which took place on Monday. Burundi's new president, Evariste Ndayishimiye, has been sworn in 2 months early after his predecessor died, and Dame Vera Lynn, whose songs helped raise morale in World War II, has died at the age of 103.
It's 9:01.
KLEK LP Jonesboro, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council. It's now time for Community Conversations, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place, while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of KLEK 102.5 FM, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council, or our underwriters or sponsors.
KLEK 102.5 FM, good morning to you on your Thursday. This is June 18th, 2020. It's Thursday, the day before Juneteenth. This is Community Conversations. Peter Wonders in the studio with you on the board today, and joining us via Zoom is Kubila Jones, host of Community Conversations, and our guest Brian Rogers with the Mosaic Templar out of Little Rock, Arkansas. They are planning a statewide Juneteenth celebration, and KLEK, we are showing support for their efforts, and they're just going to talk about what they got planned and what they have in store for you. So, Kubila.
Good morning, Mr. Brian.
Good morning. Glad to be with you this morning.
All right. Good morning to everyone out in Jonesboro, Arkansas, and surrounding areas who is tuned in and watching. Thank you all so much. So let's just go ahead and get into it because this is an abbreviated show. Please tell the listeners and viewers a little bit more about the Mosaic Templar. Now, is it Templar or Templar?
It's Templars, Mosaic Templars Cultural Center.
Okay, and so tell us a little more about the center and then transition into what you have planned for Juneteenth.
Okay. So we are Arkansas's Museum of African American History and Culture. We are a state tax-funded museum here in Little Rock, Arkansas, at 9th and Broadway on the site of what was the home of the Mosaic Templars of America, which was a fraternal organization organized here in Little Rock in 1882 with the purpose of providing burial insurance to Black families in the area because white insurance companies would not insure those families.
Okay.
They started as an insurance company, and they soon grew and expanded. They added a nursing school, a savings and loan, and other different entities. And at the height of their power in the 1920s, they had over 100,000 members in 26 states and 6 other countries.
Okay.
In 1913, they built their Grand National Temple here in Little Rock. That building stood until 2005 when it burned in a fire while it was being renovated to open the museum. So after the fire, the state decided to rebuild the building, and the museum opened in 2008. And we have been here since then working towards preserving, interpreting, and celebrating Arkansas's African American history and culture.
That's absolutely amazing.
And as a part of that, each year we host our annual Juneteenth celebration.
Okay.
And normally it's a giant block party. We block off 9th Street from Broadway for about 4 blocks. We have a stage. We have usually between 75 and 100 vendors.
Oh, wow.
We have local as well as national recording artists. As a matter of fact, last year our headline artist was Carl Thomas and Vashawn Mitchell.
Okay.
And so we usually have a great time. Well, this year, in the face of the COVID-19 pandemic, we had to alter that a little bit. Well, really alter it a lot, and we decided to do a virtual Juneteenth.
Okay.
And there's some benefits to doing that. We can expand our reach to cover the entire state because nobody has to drive to Little Rock to be a part of it. It's going to be streamed live on our Facebook page at Mosaic Templars, and we're going to have it kind of the same way. We're going to have both local and national musical artists. We have some of our sponsors have come on board and done 30-second spots to tell you about their businesses and what they do and how you can contact them. And this year we've added segments from 5 of the Black mayors in the state. So in addition to our mayor, Frank Scott, we have the mayor of Pine Bluff, Mayor Shirley Washington. We have the mayor of Fort Smith, Mayor George McGill, Mayor Veronica Smith-Creer of El Dorado, and Mayor Julian Lott of Camden. And they're all doing a little spot about their city and how things are changing and how we're facing not only the pandemic, but the social unrest as people demonstrate and protest for the fight for police reform and social justice.
That's absolutely amazing. So, with all that you all do, tell us about the community feedback and how they have been hopefully enjoying the services you provide.
Well, I mean, we usually see anywhere between 20 and 30,000 visitors a year, and those are actual people who come through the doors of the museum. We also provide free educational programming. So in the past, up until recently, it's been, us going to schools coming to us. But now that the digital platforms have evolved so quickly and so fast, we're going to start offering virtual programming to schools around the state so we can do some of our programs. And we do programs. We have a program about, it's called Speak Up, Speak Out. And it's about protesting through the years. We have a program about segregation. We have programs about Black scientists. And so we offer these different educational programs, and people usually take advantage of those, and the kids like them and teachers like them as well. We also have a museum store, and in our museum store, we have an initiative called Arkansas Made Black Crafted. And that is a line of products created by Black artisans here in the state, which we sell their products here. So you can get, jewelry designed by Koto Marmalou, who was on America's or Project Runway, and you can get things like that. And so we do a lot of different things. I mean, there's actually so many things it's hard to name, but if people would just go to our website, mosaictemplarcenter.com, you can find out more about what we do, who we are, and our mission and how we fulfill that mission.
All right, so let's talk a little bit more about Juneteenth since it is tomorrow, and I'm happy that it's falling on a Friday. And, like you all, we've had to adjust some of the plans that we wanted to do. It's unfortunate, but at the same time, we are appreciative that the community is still supporting us how they are. And so tell us a little bit more about what people can expect and then what time and how can people access the virtual celebration.
Well, we actually do our event on the Saturday following. So we're always the third Saturday in June. And this year, since it's a virtual event, it'll start at 5 p.m. on our Facebook page at Mosaic Templars. You don't have to be a friend. You don't have to follow us. You can just pop on the page and see the live feed. But we are asking people to start watch parties, and we'll have moderators in the chat rooms to entertain dialogue back and forth between people. It's going to be a really big show. Musical artists, we have local artists, Rodney Block, Bijou, Akeem Kemp, Amanda Catrice, Butterfly. We have a clown for the kids. He's going to do a show about Negro League baseball.
Okay.
And we are also featuring headline artist the Clark Sisters. So
Oh, wow.
it's going to be a really cool show. You can pop in, pop out. But we do, hey, just if you want to walk away for a minute, leave your Facebook page running so, get those hits. We're trying to make this go viral. We're trying to really, really push this. Because in the face of things that people are seeing every day, we need some positivity on the internet. And we think that this is going to be a good opportunity to tell people more about the Mosaic Templars of a cultural center, to tell people more about Juneteenth, and to just uplift some spirits and give people a chance to relax, kick back, and have a little fun on a Saturday afternoon, on a Saturday evening when you should really be social distancing anyway. So you probably shouldn't be out and about. So, grab some food, have some food delivered to your house, whatever you do. Just sit back in front of your computer and watch us have a great evening.
And we know how the mosquitoes in Arkansas are set up. So being inside on a Saturday evening is definitely more pleasant.
Oh, I'm really looking forward to it, because normally for us, it's a super long day, because if we're actually doing our outside event, it's 12 p.m. to 6 p.m., but we're usually here about 5 a.m. getting ready, and it usually is hot.
Yes, sir.
So we don't have to we get to sit in the air conditioner this year, and so it's going to be really fun, really good event this year.
Okay. Leanne, did you have any questions? I don't know if you can hear me. Okay. I want to make sure if he had any questions. I want to give a shout out to everyone.
I don't have a question, but I do want to echo those comments. I remember when we did our first Juneteenth, starting at 5 a.m., and it was 100 degrees that day. So, yeah, I know what that's about.
Yeah. You guys have done it before. The week leading up to, you're worried about rain and, just everything that could possibly go wrong. And now the only thing I'm worried about is the internet going to work Saturday. So, I trade that. That's a good trade-off.
Okay. We are actually still doing a little something, again, abbreviated compared to, what we wanted to do, but I'm not going to let my spirits get down. And, I hope that the community appreciates what we do put together. So, we still want to celebrate and recognize this day in the best way possible. And I hope that people really enjoy what you have planned and put together, not just for the city of Little Rock, but for the state of Arkansas.
Right. And we're hoping that people around the state, including you guys, would have a watch party on your Facebook page, so the people who follow you would, just pop on your page and watch our event, because it'll be streaming live through Facebook.
And we actually will piggyback off of you guys' stream, and we will restream it as well for the people in our area.
Great.
All right. And so, even though, again, everyone's pretty much shut down and restricted on how they can interact with the public, do you foresee, or when do you foresee maybe having visitors again coming through?
Oh, the museum is open.
Oh, the museum. Okay.
Yeah, we opened on that Tuesday after Memorial Day.
Okay.
We've put some protocols in place. We've limited the amount of visitors to 30 at a time in the building at a time. We're requiring people to wear a mask when they come in. We're doing temperature checks. But yeah, we've kind of restreamed our traffic flow to there's one direction. I don't know. Have you been here before?
No.
Okay. So our building is laid out in a circle. The exhibits are kind of in a circle with a center gallery. That's our changing gallery.
Okay.
And so people could go either way when they came in. Now we've limited to, there's just one direction that people can travel through the exhibits. You guys should really make a trip down. We have an exhibit up now called Wonders and Signs. It's by a local artist named Perry and Hurd. Fantastic artist, and he's taken some of the art. He's created art that he calls Afrofuturism geometrical symbolism. and it's absolutely amazing. You know what? Let me see real quick if I can find something that I can share with you guys real quick. You can, just see some of his work just for a second.
All right. While you're doing that, I'll read some of the comments. Good morning to Lisa Milton Jackson, Derek Coleman, Dr. Sharice Jones Branch, Jason King. He says, dope. I got to visit when I come to Little Rock. Gwen Henderson says she would love to visit the museum. Yesenia Hernandez, Reginald Brassfield. Shout out to our sister station in Fayetteville, Arkansas. Katie Ivy, Ashley Wilson, Scott Wilhite, Andre Watson, Roy Davis. And Lisa says, I was at the first KLEK Juneteenth with Christopher Todd at the Moms Demand Action Table. It was so hot, but wonderful day. And I was so happy KLEK started this annual commemoration. KLEK is a leader in teaching Jonesboro about Juneteenth history. And that's what it's all about. I would love to see all communities join together commemorating this day.
I do need to interrupt just for a second. To Lisa, KLEK, we didn't start in Jonesboro. There were others that were doing it before us, but we picked up the mantle. It was, I think, a year or two in which nobody was no longer doing it, and so we just kind of picked up the mantle and ran with it. But we didn't start it though.
Yeah.
So I found a piece of his work, and I'm gonna share my screen with you. Oh, I can't do that. You guys aren't gonna let me share. Okay.
Well, is there any way to find some previews on your website of the
there's actually a couple of articles that were written, newspaper articles. If you just Google Perry and Hurd Mosaic Templars Cultural Center, you can see some of the art, because each year we have a program where we select an artist of the year, and they.
Brian, I just made you the host, so you can actually share your screen now.
Okay. I'm going to share one of his works with you guys. This one is called Arts and Science, and so what he did was he created banners for the outside of the building. They're these giant banners, and this one is Arts and Science, and there's 8 of them that are hanging from our building. So that's one of the pieces that he created.
That's amazing.
So, and his exhibit, the banners are on the building permanently, but his exhibit that we have will be up until August 8th. It's called Wonders and Signs. It's an amazing exhibit. And so, we'd love for you guys, anybody who happens to be coming to Little Rock. We're open Tuesday through Saturday from 10 to 4. Normally our hours are 9 to 5, but we cut back because of the pandemic. But 10 to 4, admission is free. So just come out, take a tour through the museum, see our permanent exhibits. And we have 2 temporary exhibits now. The one I was telling you about, Wonders and Signs. And then we have one about the history of protest in the state. So that's a really interesting one too.
All right. So again, this Saturday, June 20th, 5 p.m. on the Mosaic Templars Facebook page, live party going on, celebration for Juneteenth. So log in, start a watch party, get your snacks and goodies, and have fun. Any final words you'd like to share, Mr.
No,
Ryan?
Just if anyone would like more information about the museum, please go to our website, mosaictemplarscenter.com. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, or just call the museum at 501-683-3593.
And you mentioned the store. So can people order online and have items shipped?
That is something we're working on putting in place right now. So we're having to photograph all the items and upload them to our website. So we're working on that.
All right. Lagenza, any final words? Everybody can hear me?
Okay. I can't remember. I have to switch all these different buttons to put myself on. But just want to thank Mr. Rogers for stopping by. And again, that celebration will be this Saturday at 5 o'clock p.m., and we will carry that on the KLEK Facebook, so you can join in on the festivities from the comfort of wherever you are. And don't forget, when you're in Little Rock, stop by the Mosaic Templar. In fact, I'm going to check it out myself. Shout out to my girl, Ebony Blevins. I believe she's done some photography for you guys.
Yeah,
as
Ebony
well.
has graciously given us permission to use some of her photographs from the protest over the last few weeks, and she did a video, like a 60-second video that we'll be showing during Juneteenth, talking about being an activist and documenting history. Everyone can do it because everybody has a camera phone now.
Okay.
Absolutely. And of course, don't forget about our own Juneteenth celebration here at KLEK. Friday night will be our virtual worship service at 6 o'clock p.m. on the KLEK Facebook. And Saturday at 9 a.m. is the community community cleanup. It's going to be at 2109 North Church Street in Jonesboro. So please come out and support. And we're going to have some speakers and some activities for the kids. And then at 5 o'clock p.m., join us on our Facebook Live as we rebroadcast the Mosaic Templars Juneteenth celebration. So we got stuff going all day long. Again, let's celebrate freedom. Let's celebrate ourselves. Let's celebrate our culture. Let's celebrate our strength. Let's celebrate our resilience in no matter what things are thrown at us. Yes, Q.
Support local Black businesses. Buy your Juneteenth shirts from local people.
Yes, buy from us. For us, by us. FUBU. I used to have some FUBU back in the day. It is going down. But once again, we thank Mr. Rogers for stopping by via Zoom on Community Conversations. And we thank each and every one of you for listening. And we thank each and every one of you for supporting. This is KLEK 102.5 FM.
Thank you for listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of KLEK 102.5 FM, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council, or our underwriters or sponsors.
Husbands, are you being intentional in your marriage?